Right, Jim, let her rip.
What are you looking, what, you,
Oh, well, basically, I go in the house, I raise up my thermostat.
Right.
I push this guy to 90, and what do I have? What's going on?
nothing at all,
Nothing at all.
nothing at all.
Okay, so, get even lower. Move the chair out of the way. Okay. So I got nothing now.
Nothing.
We're gonna go first.
Check the switch.
Is the switch pushed in?
The switch is pushed in.
Okay. So obviously the switch is pulled in. Am I getting any red light, Jim? This is gonna work, so we're not gonna do this.
Right, right.
Yes, turn the switch off.
Yes, you are.
All right, so I get the red light. Jeez. Is my blower coming on?
The blower is not coming on.
Okay. The inducer blower is what I'm talking about.
It did not start, no.
That didn't start. Okay, so I'm calling. I'm gonna take this plug out. I go inside these two leads. What do I get, Jim, in here?
You get, 0 volts.
All right, 0 volts. So that can't be bad. All right. So now I got 0 coming out of here. The only thing my thermostat's calling, let's just confirm that we don't have a bad stat. So now I go from R to C on my board. And what do I get, Jim, here?
0 volts.
0 volts from R to C. So now I don't even have 24 volts. Okay. So my light came on. We have 24 volts coming out of the transformer to power up the light. We don't have 20. I got R and C, Jimmy, right? I had 0.
R and C have 0.
Okay, so what's bad?
The board.
Jimmy, am I right?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that?
Yeah,
Yes.
because the light came on.
The
that
light was
means
on, so you had 24 volts there.
Going into the board.
You should be getting something coming
Coming out of the board.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, there
So
was
now,
no.
even if John said, okay, had 0 volts there, that could be that it's made, right? That's made, but the board's not doing anything.
Right.
Because the minute you get R and W, this guy should.
That should start.
So
That
that
should
should
start.
straight from.
All right, let's do another one. Thermostat, I raise it up. What do I get, Jim?
Your blower is running.
This is on.
No.
Your blower, your main
Oh,
blower.
down
main
here
blower.
is on.
Yes.
Okay. Does the lady have any heat?
Has no heat.
Okay. So let's go. What do I get across this?
24 volts.
Okay. So what's wrong?
It's only been bad switch.
Fan limit, I mean, the high limit.
The head limit switch is open.
Do you see that was one move?
That's it. That's all. You're gonna walk in. That's gonna happen. But if you're going into a furnace, I'll just let you know now. Most of the modern furnaces, when you walk in, if there's a problem, whether the blower motor, whatever's happening, get down on your hands and knees and look for the blink code. That's the
Yes.
most important thing, because as soon as you take that cover off, you erase the blink code. You might get it to fire and run fine, and
Right.
3 days later, we're back there again and the same exact thing. You want to see what the blink code was and address that, even if it's gonna fire again now.
So on the back of this thing, it tells you what your blink codes are here.
Yes.
So remember I told you about the 3 wires to this thing, even though it's a 2 switch?
Yeah.
That's because suction switch is 3 brinks,
3 flash.
pressure switch error. That's why it has this, but everything else, 4 flashes, open, high,
Open limit.
because if you look at the high limit, it's 2 wires coming down, but these go direct down. They don't have, they don't have any of these on it. That's not an error code. So 4 blinks could also mean what?
Rollout.
One of these guys, the yellow wires. Sometimes guys don't get, see this? There's one on the blower down here too, all right? There's one down here. See these 2 wires? This guy here, and this guy here is going to another switch.
Yes.
Some furnaces do not have that, all right? All right, let's do one more. Oh, we'll do a couple more. Thermostat's up, Jim, what do I got?
Thermostat's up. Right now, when you get there, nothing is. Let's see. Nothing is running.
Nothing's running.
Nothing is running.
Okay, so any lights on my thingy? As I push-
Yes.
We have a light there.
Yes.
Okay,
You have your light.
let's go one more time. R and C, what do I got?
RNC 0 volts.
I got 0 volts here. R and C.
Oh no no.
R and C.
RNC. I'll give you 24.
Okay. R. I'm sorry. W and C. What do I got?
W and C. 24.
24 here. What about here?
0.
0. So what's bad?
Your inducer.
Board.
Your inducer.
You're induced, so I got 0 here. I got 24 at the thermostat.
It's cold.
Thermostat's bad.
No,
No,
inducer is bad.
Thermostat's cooling.
No,
Thermostat's
not
cooling.
Alright, thermostat's cool, so you got
No,
24, but then it
I
goes
got-
to 0
stop.
at the-
Wait, listen what Jimmy said. My
This is
thermostat's
like
up.
power.
I got 24 volts. I went across W and common.
You got 24.
I got 24 volts there.
You're supposed to.
It went up from R, came back down to W.
Out to W.
So this relay should close right here, next to my, remember we drew the 4 Molex plug thing?
Yeah.
Right here, that's it, right here. So power needs to leave on this Molex, the 2 wires are here, 2 wires are here from that Molex. This isn't spinning yet. He gave me 0, so what's wrong?
The ball?
Inducer.
Not inducer, the ball.
The board is it's gonna be the board again.
The board is bad.
If the
But the Molex
inducer,
is
if the
constantly
inducer was
24.
bad, what would I get at that Molex plug? If the inducer
20,
was
get
bad,
120.
24,
You get 120.
Yeah, well,
Correct. If I get
120.
120 here, Jonathan, and this isn't spinning,
Spinning, it's the
The
inducer.
Dumb in
Then
there.
it's the inducer.
Yeah. But the board's doing its job.
Right,
Sending this out.
so during your test on Friday, if you see things that aren't working, this is how you just gotta navigate through this thing. All right, let's do another one. Thermostat's calling,
thermostat is calling, unit comes on, runs for 3 or 4, 5 minutes, and then shuts off.
okay. Is my blower coming on,
No,
Jim?
it's not.
Blower's not coming on, so it's shutting off on high limit, normal. We can't say that's bad. Our blower's not coming on, so down here, we have a common bar. It's right on the side, right here, common. All these white wires are going to the same spot. Common, 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 common. Right? We get our blower, common on the side. On our heating mode, it says heat. It's right on the side here. This heat is the blue wire. Cool is the black wire here. Okay, that's how they have this wired in. Jimmy, I go across the heat terminal on the board and my common, what do I get?
120.
120. Motor's not spinning. Could I possibly have a bad blower?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Could.
But what else should I check?
Your
Capacity.
cap.
The capacity.
My
yeah.
capacitor down here. So I
See,
turn
this-
I turn it to microfarads and I go across the cap and Jimmy, I get what?
2.
So if I get 2 microfarads
Bad cap capacitor.
for the I
5
don't-
usually, right?
So I take my hand, I spin the wheel, it starts.
Bad capacitor.
Cap.
Bad cap.
Cap. Then we get any help from the cap.
Okay, when you spin these motors, remember the arrow goes down. This is an upflow. So when you spin this motor, you spin it down.
And as soon as you move that blower, it's gonna take off, so don't let your fingers linger in
Sitting
there,
there, yeah.
Okay?
because that does hurt.
One more, guys. That's on 90. What do I got, Jim, going on?
Inducer is running,
Okay?
nothing else.
Nothing else. Induces on. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to take this off. I go in here, Jim. What do I got?
35 volts.
Ooh, 35 volts. What's wrong?
Two limits probably.
It's supposed to be 24,
What is that?
right?
No.
What
Supposed to
is
be
that?
120.
This is an igniter.
That's an igniter.
Oh,
What is it?
Dumb in
Is it a
there.
switch? Is it a current consuming device?
Current
It's a current consuming device.
What's the voltage supposed to be at?
120.
120.
Remember, this is 120.
Need to clean the.
This is 120.
Then when John had the one on the board yesterday, we had
I mean, the
Molex
board is
plug.
bad.
There was only 4 wires, 2 are for the inducer, 2 is same voltage.
Okay.
So that's right here.
Yeah.
These 2 whites, 2 blacks. Right here. That Molex.
Check out this one.
Pops right out. So what's supplying power to the board? Should I have 35 volts?
No, you should have
No.
120.
Should I have 120? So what could be bad?
The board?
Jim, was that right?
Yes.
Okay. Want to do one more, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jim.
The only
Thermostat's
thing-
calling.
One thing is with, train, with the boards, there are two different igniters. There's one that's 120 and then the other one is 80.
Yeah.
80 volts.
So you gotta make sure which one you have before you, so if you go, you hook up to it and you say that, oh, I'm getting 80 volts, the board's no good, you put the new board in, you're gonna get 80 volts again, if it's the same board.
You gotta read the label.
You gotta
How do
read
you
what
get
it
80?
is.
It says it right here, right on this white little
Is it a
label.
transformer that gives 80?
No. The board is giving 80.
Oh, the board
is-
separates the voltage and gives it 80? Oh,
Gives it
okay,
80
okay,
volts.
okay.
Yeah.
All right?
One more.
Last one.
Inducer is running, thermostat's calling, inducer is running, no main flame.
No main flame. Is my glow coil glowing?
No, it's not.
Okay. I shut the switch off on this one, I turned it back on. Does the inducer come back on?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I check here. What I get?
0 volts.
Okay, put this back. One other option. What do I get here?
24.
So,
Pressure switch is open.
first switch is open because what could be wrong?
The chimney's clogged.
Very good.
Mm.
Very good. It might not be the switch, it might be doing what it's supposed to do. It's
Yeah.
saying that a bird fell down in there and it's got stuck. So he went across there, so
And it's open.
So Steve went over there, he popped the breech off, took a look, see the squirrel, grabbed him, threw him in the garbage,
Now it's
put it back, and it ran.
It's working.
Right? This did what it's supposed to do. It says, I can't prove that I got enough suck through this thing, and that's it. Are we getting this?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So when you guys are troubleshooting, you know, go that nice. All right? All right.